I'm master actor and master martial artist Steven Seagal. I'm the star of over 1,000 films produced in Romania alone. I used to single-handedly put criminals behind bars as a lawman in New Orleans. Y'all, but the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Department had a new, even more important assignment for me. Now, I fight crime the best way I know how. Sitting down behind a desk. And I don't need your help, but I want it. This is Steven Seagal's Crimestoppers. Konnichiwa.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Crimestoppers. You might remember
Konnichiwa, fellow Crimestoppers.
You might remember me from the last Crimestoppers call-in show that I did with my coworker. I can't even remember his name, but he got let go. Crimestoppers did a round of layoffs a few months ago.
Let go directly into its shallow grave.
And because of
and
that,
I put him there.
Yeah, well, I mean, you kind of did when the New Orleans Police Department decided to station you here. They had to make room in the department, so they had to let him go to make room for you. So you kind of did put him in the.
I let him go off the edge of a building.
Oh my goodness! Well, Steven, you got the floor for a hot minute. You can tell people what's kind of going on here.
Everyone on the floor needs to make sure they are wearing appropriate shoes that will not mess up the mats, if not being barefoot outright. I like to train barefoot to toughen up the soles of my feet for roundhouse kicks.
Wait, are you barefoot?
Not unlike
right
a
now?
hobbit. I am.
Barefoot over there? Oh. I don't know if I would do that on this carpet. The last guy that had that cubicle. Yuck.
It's all right. I can feel nothing underneath the soles of my feet. They have become perfectly hardened and calloused, killing machines.
Apparently, they've put quotas on us now.
There's no DoorDash for justice. So I've got to take up the 1099 contract and deliver it myself.
I guess I gotta turn over the phones. I hate, God, this is the worst part of the job, is the taking the calls thing. Luckily people
Some might say it's the entire part of the job.
can y'all hear him? Yeah, Steve.
If you can hear me right
people-
now, that's a failure on my part. Rare Seagal L, because I'm at all times trying to be completely inaudible, all the better to sneak up on my enemies.
M60, the office isn't on fire, but I do think that there's some kind of FBI sting going on. A couple of doors down, because, we're in a little small office, because they are burning files over there in mass. So that's probably the fire noise y'all were hearing. But I've edited my mic to where you will hear it less. So hopefully we won't have to worry about that anymore.
What is that corrupt senator in the office next door trying to hide?
No idea. Oh, I didn't know we could bring our pets into work today.
We can't. I can. Who's
Fair
gonna
enough.
stop me?
Fair enough. What's your cat's name, Steven?
That's a secret between me and her. She has shared it only with me. and she told me to never tell anyone.
She has completely just walked a circle around.
She's trying to settle in for baby time. But unfortunately, there's no time for baby time. There's only time for baby crime.
Oh. So, as always,
He
people.
got off lucky.
All right. Well, do we have any crimes reporting? Come on, narc on your neighbors. That's what we're here for. I have a quota to fill. I guess I got to get my headset on. Be right back. Hold on.
Well, I hope that she gets her head set on stopping the bad guys by any means necessary. Because that's where I've got my head set.
All right, we've got a real crime. The divorce.
Were your panties in a bunch?
Yes, actually they were. Had to fix that.
That can really mess with your form.
It does.
That's why I always go commando.
And it kind of can mess with your productivity. If all you're thinking about while on the phone with a victim is picking the wedgie out of your ass, it really does, fuck with you a little bit mentally. Oh, we got a crime. Divorced dad killer is back. Oh.
Hold on, we got a call coming through to Crimestoppers.
All right,
let me answer it.
Okay.
I'm about to answer it. Hello. You're on with Steven Seagal. This is Crimestoppers. Choose your words carefully.
Hello. My mommy told me never to use a phone, but I gotta report a crime. I'm hiding in my closet currently, and I think there's a monster in my bed because I keep hearing some weird noises, and I'm really scared.
The fact that your mom told you not to use a phone indicates to me that she's in on the scam. She's in on the conspiracy. You need to turn your mom over to me personally. And believe me, I have ways of making her talk. And then you can have all the phone time you want.
Oh, I like that. I can call all my favorite YouTubers.
That's right.
But
Investigate
where will I
the
live
drama.
if I don't have a mommy?
You can live with me in my orphanage. You will need to move.
Oh no, my mommy's coming.
You will need to move to Taiwan. The orphanage is in Taiwan. Lacks regulations.
I didn't know you had an orphanage. Aren't you just a man of many?
I have orphanages in every country with no child protective services oversight.
Somebody saw the dude and he said he looked like a meth out. Okay, well, Rawson, I'm gonna need more information from you for me to file a report. I need the last known location. Like, where did he drop his tools so that I can put that in the database as a known location.
You better put your tool away, buddy. We don't need any of that around here. Better not drop your tool around me, or you're going to be picking it up and eating it.
So,
you're going to be picking it up and eating it, essay. Which code am I going to switch to from call to call? Who knows? Hola. Me llamo Steven Seagal.
Yeah, I've got information that could lead to the arrest of Hillary Clinton.
Let's hear it. I've been working her case for years. Is that an audio recording of one of her queefs? Maybe we can use that to triangulate her position.
So how are things going over there, Stephen? Today. How are the
Oh, just
calls?
fine. Been doing a lot of mindfulness exercises here in my perfectly blank monastic ascetic cubicle.
Yeah, it is pretty barren in the cubicle. You
It
don't even
helps
have a
me to
computer.
maintain. I don't need a computer. The only computer I need is right up here, and it can calculate 500,000 different ways to kill a man and 350,000 ways to kill a woman, which I won't do as part of my personal code. Children either. I could, believe me, but I won't.
Well, that's good to know. Um,
When you think
somebody.
about it, isn't all crime petty?
Ooh.
Would anyone be a criminal if he wasn't trying to be the bigger man? That's what a Zen Buddhist monk once taught me in Kyoto. Hello, you are on with Steven Seagal's son. This is Crimestoppers to Zoo.
Yes, I got. Okay, so you listen. You got this. You listen. I leave my house. My door's unlocked. I come back. My weed's gone.
Surely this must be the plotting of some corrupt senator.
I don't know, man.
Are there any
I think
clues? Do you see any clues in your apartment about which corrupt United States government official it could have been?
yes. There's only one person I can think of.
And who is that?
Who could it possibly be?
Michael J. Fox.
The perfect crime. Michael J. Fox, he may be the one man who is a match for me because his movements are so unpredictable.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
But in the end, you better believe I'll take him down.
Think him take him
Hard.
down for me.
You better believe
Hard.
it.
Put him down real hard.
Secretary of Defense Michael J. Fox. Seagal's on his way. So
Thank you. Thank you.
you better start shaking yourself up good. Michael J. Fox, it's going to be a shake and bake. It's on site.
So, I need Steven. You've got to start getting some information for these people so we can start filing reports.
I'm keeping it all up here.
But see, I
I
will
have
get in trouble.
perfect eidetic memory.
But I don't want to get fired like the last guy. Here, I'll take the next call so you can kind of get an idea of what I mean.
If you're truly committed to the idea of justice and the pursuit of justice, even if they fire you, nothing can stop you. That's the only way to truly be uncancelable.
All right, here, like this.
Hey, yo, what up, brother cousin? You're on with Steven Seagal.
Hi,
Cut me some
Steven.
slack, Jack.
Hi. Yeah, I was just calling in. I saw a woman at the Whole Foods down the street here. She was in the store without a mask. And I know that, they're not doing the mask anymore, but I feel more comfortable with the mask. So is there anything you can do for me, Steven?
Oh, so we got a real brazen criminal on our hands, robbing the Whole Foods without even wearing a mask. Well, if she wants the whole world to know about her supervillainy, she can know that Steven Seagal is going to bring down a whole world of Aikido on her egregious ass. Maskless lady,
Thank you.
return whatever you stole to Whole Foods.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you for making that happen for me.
Now, can you please give me a description of the woman?
She had blonde hair, big aviator sunglasses, a choker necklace, a pink shirt, long sleeve shirt, maybe some bracelets, headphones, and a ponytail that is way too high for her age.
And terrible fashion sense to boot. This may be the most evil woman on the planet, but she's not going to be a match for me.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you, citizen. I'm going
Okay.
to send that guy an invoice for justice
So yeah,
whenever I execute it.
for a minute there, I thought he was describing me, but I mean, my ponytail is not too high for my age, so.
Yeah, I hope for your sake he wasn't describing you.
Are you gonna take me down, Steven?
I don't know, did you rob the Whole Foods without a mask?
I feel like I'm being grilled, and so I'm gonna take the fifth.
Where did you get those bananas you brought in to the break room?
The
Taking a
grocery
long time to
store.
answer, that's very suspicious. Got a call coming in. Hello, you're on with Steven Seagal. This is Crimestoppers. Report your crime.
Yeah, I'd like to report a crime. I was at the Aldi just this evening, and as I was bagging my groceries, someone stole my bags and ran.
Well, it sounds like he needed them more than you. And by them, I mean my feet inside his rectum.
Oh,
Bet
So
I
you're
had
a
you in the
footer.
first half there. Don't worry, citizen. We're going to catch that son of a bitch. Did you get any good look at him?
yeah, he was 5'8" about, kind of heavy, maybe 240 pounds, which is a little bit heavy for that height, and
A lot of
he.
people say that, but it's actually just a common myth.
Oh,
A
really?
BMI
Okay,
of
okay.
30 or more. It's actually a great advantage whenever you need to get momentum going. Because movement is 90% momentum. That's what they teach you in Aikido.
Oh. Hmm. Anyways, he had short brown or black hair,
Well, which was it, brown or
and
black?
I couldn't tell. I mean, it happened so fast.
They're
I
two
was
different
bagging my
colors and you
groceries.
couldn't tell. I'm already suspicious. Are you trying to
So
throw
you're
off the
saying that I
scent?
stole my
Are
own
you
grocery bags?
are you trying to plant the seeds of doubt and throw off the scent? Are you an accomplice?
An accomplice in stealing my own grocery
Choose your
bags?
next words carefully because I can beat the truth out of you. And I will find you. There's only one Aldi in town.
Yeah, well, they're full of all these nuts.
I love Aldi's nuts. They're salty and savory and satisfying. If you get one thing from Aldi, get the nuts. Did that guy hang up?
Crimestoppers is getting so interesting now that there's like a film crew in here, That'll be a good, interesting
Yeah, don't
arc.
mind them. Don't mind them. Don't pay attention or make reference to the reality TV show cameras. Just act naturally,
It,
like
it's
I'm doing
kind of
right
hard
now.
not to. They're kind of like they have this like tuna fish. They're eating like tuna over here on the side of my cubicle, and it kind of stinks. Don't like to cause a scene or anything, but I don't like the smell of tuna.
Tuna's all right, but I have sampled the many great fish dishes of Asia, a country that I deeply love.
What's your favorite thing about Asia?
My favorite thing about Asia is their many fish dishes,
Oh,
even more so than Aikido. there was a lot more to that cocaine bear than the media wants you to know.
Hold on,
It's
I got a
mostly because
glitch.
the cocaine bear had connections to Russian oligarchs, members of the U.S. State Department, and CIA.
I have a,
Just a lot going on there. Hello, you've called Crimestoppers, and the guy answering the phone is me, Steven Seagal.
Hi, I'm looking outside my window right now, and I see my neighbor in my yard. She's taking a very big turkey sandwich in my yard. What can I do about this?
I mean, does the turkey sandwich look expired, or is it still sealed and wrapped in plastic?
It looks really expired. There's steam coming out of it.
Looks expired, dang. I was really kind of stoked about maybe having that turkey sandwich. So
I,
basically what we've got here is a littering case. All right? There's no
okay,
excuse for littering. It's a crime as bad as any other and deserves brutalizing force in retaliation just like any other crime.
I completely agree with you.
So can you give me the address of your neighbor so that I can go and
Yeah,
sort her out?
it's 1234 Bogalusa Ave. It's in Louisiana.
Wow. That's like just one town over.
Oh, great! So you can beat the shit out of her.
That was a
wow.
hilarious turkey sound there at the end.
So I have
Thank you for that.
I have a question for you that's been plaguing my
Shoot.
mind. Who do you think is
Shoot, but just know
stronger?
that I can catch bullets.
Well, I guess I'll ask after this call.
Hello, you've called Crimestoppers. Please report your crime. By the way, I'm Steven Seagal.
Hello, I think. Okay, I've seen a crime lately.
Lately, huh?
Yeah, like a few minutes ago.
So, very recently.
Yeah, very recently. Okay, let me describe what I've seen. I'm currently looking at the scene of the crime right now. All right? And I've seen this man beating the crap out of another guy.
Cool. So what was your question?
My question was, what do you think's more powerful? You or that bear that got into the cocaine?
The cocaine bear was pretty powerful. He had a lot of powerful friends in a lot of high places. But he was no match for the power of Aikido. I could have taken on at least 3 cocaine bears before breaking a sweat. Hello, Crimestoppers, Steven Seagal.
That's a
Hey,
bad
Steven.
murder. Oh, no, it's not.
I'm a little upset right now.
Calm down. It'll be
I don't know if I
okay.
can. My neighbor is not manicuring his lawn.
Your neighbor is not manicuring his lawn.
Correct.
And are you and your neighbor both members of a home owners association?
We are.
So let me get this straight. Am I understand that this son of
I'm
a
sorry,
bitch
Steve.
next
I'm
door
sorry.
is in
Go on.
violation of an HOA agreement to which he is a signatory?
He is.
Can you please give me your neighbor's description?
He's a taller gentleman. Brown hair. He likes to wear Bermuda shorts. He wears a polo. And often it's of a bright color.
Wow. Sounds like a real Tough actor.
He is,
Unlike Jean-Claude
and
Van Damme. Sounds like a real tough cookie.
I confronted him about this, Stephen.
But you
And-
know what? There's nothing to fear. Because he's not going to be any match for me. Does he have any known accomplices?
He has a son! And 7!
Again, I'm going to ask you to please calm down.
That's
Everything's
fine,
going to be all
Sergeant.
right. I am going to beat up the guy you're reporting on. And once again, I'm going to ask you about his accomplices.
Yes, he's about 4'3". He's 7 years old. His name is Jeremy. And he should be on too.
You know what? Word has it that Jeremy spoke in class today. And he gave up his piece of shit dad. And I'm on my way to his house right now to show little Jeremy what happens to bad dads who don't manicure their lawns in violation of the HOA agreement. How's that sound?
Stephen, I feel like a weight has been lifted off of me. You are a godsend and an angel.
The true angel, as
Have a
you
blessed
call her,
day.
the true angel is the virtuous citizen. Thank you, caller.
Beautiful. You're changing a lot of lives today. Maybe this
It's what
is
I
what
do.
you were meant to do. Crimestoppers. You're so natural.
That's the transformative power of Aikido. And the transformative power of a constant quest for justice and vengeance. But mainly justice, even though they're both the same thing.
Our bread and butter is Karen neighbors that call and complain to us about broken HOA policies. So thank y'all. Thank y'all.
They are the true vanguard of the citizenry. They're the ones that maintain order in a lawless society. We salute you, HOA Karens.
Did you ever answer who was stronger between you and Cocaine Bear?
It's not a matter of who's stronger, it's a matter of who's more focused, more disciplined, and who can react more quickly,
So the Cocaine Bear.
more swiftly. Wrong again.
I don't know. Like, I think a bear on cocaine would act pretty swift.
Oh, it does. It's fast. It's strong. It's mean. It's a force of nature. And you know who's all those things times infinity?
That's very impressive.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I believe it does.
Good, because it's just in time for another call. Buenos dias.
Hello, Stephen.
How do you know my name? I never gave you my name.
Stephen, I think you know who this is. We are
That
all
would
friends.
be incorrect. I do not know who
I
this
have-
is.
I have a crime to report.
Shoot.
Perhaps you'd be able to help me.
Of course I can. If the price is right.
Price is no object, Stephen. What had happened was, I had a problem where I was, let's say, my neighbor, he wanted to run a sewage line. So we ran the line to my neighbor's house. Then my neighbor had gotten angry. So he got another neighbor to come and break open the sewage line, only leaving one out of the 4 sewer lines that we had running to my neighbor's house.
Sounds like a real shitty situation.
It
Go
was
on.
unfortunate. So, yes, any kind of suggestions you may have to dealing with this problem? with this other neighbor, perhaps?
You know what I think this calls for? Is a home invasion of your nearest neighbor. We go in,
It's too
we
late. We
tie up
tried
his
that. They need
wife and put her
something
in the
else.
closet.
Something else. We've done that. We need
we tune him
something
up
more.
and just send him a lesson. Oh, you've already done that. Well, all right. So my other idea is maybe setting fire to the entire neighborhood, starting over.
Don't take it under consideration. You've proven yourself useful. Thank you again, Mr. Steven.
You're very welcome, Mr.
Ooh.
Mr. Anon.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to list that as anonymous. Give me a second.
As if it weren't clear, we're on a quest for justice. We are carrying crime to Mount Doom and throwing it into the Marianas Trench. The fires of the Marianas Trench burning in Mount Doom. In the name of Buddha.
Yeah, that happened.
There are way too many morons out there, y'all. I'm code switching to Southern for the next few minutes. Y'all. I had to do this a lot to blend in with the populace of New Orleans. Y'all. Boy, howdy. Hello, you've called Crimestoppers, and guess who's answering the phone? Steven Seagal.
Hey, Steven Seagal. This is Lucy and Kalmar here down here in Lafayette. Here, I'm one of them
Lucy,
gator
and
hunters
you have
seen
the
on
exact same accent that I do, y'all.
You know, we try down here in Louisiana. But, you know, the problem that I'm having here is, see, what it is now, what I'm getting at is I'm having a problem. I'm here down here in the gator country. I'm trying to wrangle me up some gators.
I know
the
it
problem that
well,
I've been
like the back of my hand, which no gator
God's
will
country.
ever take from me. I have beaten up a lot of gators. They're majestic creatures. But I gotta do what I gotta do to keep my backhand.
Stephen, you're a blessing. I'll tell you that. I really need your help here. And I'm hoping that you'll be able to help me out with my crime that I'm having had committed against me.
That is absolutely going to happen. What are the details, y'all?
What happened was I'm out there hunting this gator. You know the legendary gator down here, the queen gator down here. I'm trying to hunt the gator. Go out and I put a stanky chicken out there on my hook. You know, it's script season right now, but when it ain't, I go out there and put a stanky chicken out there on my hook. And what
It's
happened
extremely
was that,
smelly state.
yeah, they like the stank chicken. So what had happened was when I went out there to put my stank chicken on my hooks, the stank chicken that I had on there previously had been taken away. And I didn't go out there and take the stank chicken off. The stank chicken was gone, but the hook was still there.
Go on.
Well, that's what happened, Stephen. So I'm out here hunting the legendary queen gator down here, and when I went out there, I had put the stanky chicken on. Sorry, I'm sorry, a little bit bloated there. I put the stanky chicken on the hook. And when I came back though to check to see if I caught the gator wasn't the gator wasn't on the hook. Neither was the stinky chicken. So
it stands to reason that the stanky chicken was stanky stolen.
That's what I'm getting at, Stephen.
Did you trace the stank of the chicken in any direction from the scene of the crime?
Well, now I put about 20 20 hooks out there. Seven out of the 20 hooks was still had the stank chicken on it. Now the other 13 stanky chicken hooks were empty, so I couldn't really, proliferate on the extent to where perhaps the scent of the stanky chicken had gone. It sort of encompassed a wide area in the marsh where I was trying to catch these gators.
Like, that is a great question. Can you even still smell the stank of the chicken anymore? Are you too used to it by now?
No. You never go nose blind to no stank chicken around these parts. You know what I'm saying? We keep it stanky. You know what I mean? Once you smell that stank,
I do know exactly what you mean. I've been down there. The smell nearly knocked me off my feet, but nothing can do that to Steven Seagal. I broke that smell in 3 different places.
So I really was hoping by making this phone call to the Crimestoppers here this week that somehow you're going to help me figure out who's been taking my steak of chicken. But
well, you know what? I could ask you all sorts of questions about footprints or whether your neighbors have seen any activity or anything unusual, but here's what I'm going to do for you instead. I'm going to follow my nose to the smell of your stanky chicken, and I'm going to come down there, and I'm going to have you cover my entire body in rotting chicken carrion. And whoever stole your stanky chicken is going to try to come from me a big, tasty, tender morsel of stanky chicken. But what's really going to happen is that instead of going down their front hole, both of my feet and both of these fists are going to go up the hole at the other end of them. How's that sound?
Stephen, I'm just blown away by your real sincere work that you'll be willing to do for just another poor Louisianan like yourself, and it really warms my heart to know that we down here in the bayou going to stick together. So I appreciate it, Stephen.
You better
look forward to seeing you.
You better start putting out a lot of chicken in the open air and sunlight. Get it good and putrid, because it's going to take a lot to cover me from head to toe.
We're going to stank you, Stephen. We're going to stank it.
Stank me up, y'all. Hello, this is Crimestoppers. Guess what? It's Steven Seagal answering the phone at Crimestoppers. Pretty cool, huh?
Isn't the voicemail, is it?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, you're calling Crimestoppers. I hope for your sake you have a crime to report.
Yeah, I do actually. And this is going to be a short one. Because I stole the chicken.
Wow. Got a lot of nerve calling here after doing that.
I just wanted to know, I reported the crime. I also did the crime. Does that make me ineligible you know what that word, because I took it, do I still get the reward for saying that, it was me?
Oh, you're gonna get a reward. Let me promise you one thing, buddy. You have got something coming to you.
I mean, I know you're Steven Seagal's and all, but the voice is really kind of turning me on. I kind of forgot, about the whole the chicken thing.
What did you do with the chicken?
I ate it, of course. I mean, that's what. Yeah, I ate it. I didn't, you know,
How did it taste?
it tasted good. I mean, you know,
And here's my last question for you.
Yeah.
Are you ready to find out what that chicken's gonna taste like going up your asshole?
I've never been more ready in my life.
I hope your body is
Never.
ready to be broken in every conceivable place that it can be.
It is, Mr. Stevens. It is.
Mr. Stevens.
Daddy Steven is coming down to destroy you completely, to completely annihilate you.
Wash my body of this sin, Daddy Steven. Please, wash me of this stanky chicken. I can't bear the sin no more.
And ye shall know the truth.
Yes.
Which is that
Hallelujah.
you are not barely going to make it out alive, and the truth shall set you free.
Set the truth free, this stanky chicken, please.
We've got this phone line tracked down. Make sure your body is ready. Goodbye for now.
Well, that took a turn. That's going to be its own episode.
This reminds me of the plot of one of my Eastern European films, Bloody to Die. Oh wait, no, it was
Bloody to Live?
Dying for Blood.
Yes. First Blood. Yeah, that was it. Okay, were you in First Blood?
No, I was not in First Blood. This interview is over. Hello, Crimestoppers.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it's really you. I'm
That's
such
right.
a huge fan.
My voice is very recognizable. It doesn't matter whether I introduce myself or not. Everyone knows who's running Crimestoppers these days, because crime keeps going down and down and down ever since I started. What can I do for you, caller?
Well, I've been watching the show all night. I'm a huge Steven Seagal fan, and it's just such your talent is unbelievable. But I do have a crime to commit. A crime to.
You have a crime to commit. I'm sorry. What did you say? What did you just say, pal?
I have
you have a crime to commit. Apparently tonight, the villains have decided that the smart thing to do is to call Crimestoppers and taunt me with self-reports of their crimes. But it's going to turn out badly for them.
Mr. Seagal, I followed your career from the very beginning. I've seen every movie.
So you've been
that you've
stalking
made.
me? Have you been following me?
I've been following you from like the beginning. You're my absolute favorite.
Keep digging, buddy. Keep digging.
I'm sorry. I have to admit, I'm a little starstruck right now. I apologize.
What is that? Some new designer drug? Starstruck?
I think I've heard about this.
I am going to make it my life's mission to get starstruck off the streets for good, because winners don't use drugs.
No, Mr. Seagal. I'm starstruck with you. Like I've Under Siege 2, Exit Wounds.
Look, I'm just gonna tell you right now, buddy. I'm not gay, and even if I was, I wouldn't be the kind that does designer party drugs in anonymous glory holes and cruising spots like you.
I can assure you, Mr. Seagal, I'm not doing drugs. I just would really like to maybe like have dinner with you, or I would just want to.
Are you trying to wear me down?
Like Instagram.
Are you trying to wear me down? Let me explain something to you, you evil piece of shit. 50 no's and a yes does not equal a yes.
I think really, Mr. Seagal, I think you have the wrong idea.
Oh my God.
I just want to get to know you and meet you like an actual person. You seem like an incredible a champion of people, and I if we can like
Why can
exchange
some men
Facebooks
just
or
not take no for an
Instagrams.
answer? You know, you just fucking scum of the earth doesn't understand consent.
I'm feeling extremely uncomfortable right now, and buddy, when I start getting uncomfortable, you start getting dead. I scared him off.
You did, but I think
This
he
has
deserved
been
it.
a complimentary, free of charge self-defense class for the ladies.
I mean, men like
It's all
that are
about
just scum.
asserting
Disgusting.
a strong, powerful energy, and if it needs to get physical, fall back on Aikido.
So tell me more about this Aikido that you keep bringing up.
Look, the thing about Aikido is those of us who are masters of the art have made a pact to not share too much information about it. We'd like to keep it kind of secret.
So is it like
It's
Fight
unlike
Club?
it's not like jujitsu or Muay Thai or any of those other more well-known forms of martial arts. It's not. It's a secret, sacred thing, and we don't want the secrets of it getting out because knowledge is power.
Makes sense.
But one thing I can tell you about Aikido is that it gets results.
Aikido or Aikido?
Aikido,
Okay, Aikido.
Aikido,
IKEA?
Aikido.
Okay, yeah. Makes a lot of sense. Makes sense.
Many people do not have your wisdom. Got a lot of work to do whenever the broadcast is over. All of these supervillains calling in, taunting me and mocking me. It's not going to end well for them. Just like it didn't end well for Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
What happened to them?
Oh, let's just say they've been parked south of the dirt line. Hello, this is Crimestoppers. Do you have a crime to report to me, Steven Seagal?
Steven Seagal?
That's right. Isn't that incredible?
Am I supposed to know who you are? I'm just here to report a crime.
Yes, and go on.
So, I've gone to Wendy's this last couple days. Okay, I love their spicy nuggets. Every time they've been missing one nugget from my 4-piece nuggets. So something sketchy is going on here. Okay, I need your help, Steven Seagal.
This is a truly appalling breach of the social contract. This is one of the most terrible crimes that anyone has ever brought to my attention. Thank you for having the bravery and the courage to reach out to me, citizen. Can you please give me the location of this Wendy's?
Yes, it's the Wendy.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Oh my God, can we trace that call? I think that caller's been abducted.
You can trace it. It's all on your. Did they have you go through training before you got here? Software training. Did you get the breakdown of all of that?
Once you have mastered the twin arts of karate and aikido, everything else you can just learn on the job. I'm proud to have never lost a fight to anyone or ever having made a bad piece of cinema. And I'm very humble about that. Hello, you've reached Crimestoppers, and I am Steven Seagal, How amazing is that?
It's pretty amazing, Stephen. Listen, I have a bit of an issue here. I'm having a bit of a problem.
First of all, let me ask, where's here?
Oh, somewhere between England and Ireland, somewhere.
All right, I didn't know because
I'd rather keep my location secret.
I was just wondering because you had no discernible regional accent. What's your crime and how can I help you solve it?
Oh, I don't know if you've ever heard of it's a live streaming platform called Twitch.tv. You familiar with the product?
Never heard of it.
Well, see, what it is and what it ain't is two different things. But what the problem is, I'm having a problem is with copyright protection. Seems to be a problem. A lot of
Terrible
people
problem.
using
Terrible
using music.
global crime issue.
Yes, a lot of people using music here in Ireland, England area, Scotland maybe region. A lot of people seem to be using the music there on the platforms. And what the problem is, this is the real problem, Stephen. Is they're not giving credit to where credit's due. Now that's the problem. Now I don't know if that's a problem stateside for you, or if it's just a problem over here in that sort of pale white region of that Britain area.
Well, what I always say, give credit where credit is due. I have never once appeared uncredited in any motion picture, including several adult films. At the apex of my career, which is
What I
currently a plateau.
want to know, Stephen, is what precisely what are you going to do about it?
Well, who is it? Do you have a description of the suspect?
Oh, most of them are in hot tubs, scantily clad hot tub streamers.
Sounds vile.
Some of them just make Valentine's remix songs using copyrighted music, and
those monsters. Don't
so
they
it's a
know
wide
that
variety
music's
of
copyrighted
people.
for a reason? And you say that they're all congregating on this Twitch.org?
That's right, Twitch.tv, Stephen.
Twitch.tv.
That's exactly where they're located.
Okay, that sounds like a made-up URL. There are no URLs end in .com, .net, and .org. .tv kind of makes me wonder if you're pulling my chain.
Now, Stephen, I wouldn't dare pull the chain of martial arts experts such as yourself.
That's right, you wouldn't. That was a test and you passed with flying colors. Good job.
I think we need to find out who maybe is in charge of the organization that's pushing the agenda to keep the music out there somewhere.
Sounds like this goes all the way to the top. Gonna need to speak with the president. I'm gonna need for the Secret Service to give us the room.
Well, I look forward to seeing what you do about it, Stephen, because I'm having a hard time thinking about it. I feel like I'm even getting more angry and more Irish by the minute.
I'll make sure that I've got a film crew with me.
Oh, they're Irish. Okay.
When I march in there and demand that the president confess to running this entire global ring of copyright infringers, the scum of the fucking earth.
We need more people like you, Stephen, out there doing good things for everyone.
We do have more people like me, and you're one of them, just not as cool.
Thank you. God bless you, Stephen.
God bless you too.
Okay. So
Notice how I didn't specify whether it's Protestant or Catholic God.
I am sorry. to interrupt you while you're filling in about this weird Norwegian, Australian, Irish fella you just got off the phone with. Someone has stolen my lunch. I went into the break room to have my mid-shift snack, as I do, and someone stole my turkey sandwich.
I don't see anyone suspicious.
I know, somebody stole my turkey sandwich.
Were there any clues left at the scene of the crime? The
No,
employee
they just
break
took
room.
it out of the fridge.
Was the fridge left open?
No. So, if anyone has any
Did you dust
known
for
whereabouts, please give us a call so that we can help track down this monster. And feel free to narc on anyone in the office. Fuck them. They shouldn't have taken my sandwich. Oh. And this Pinot Grigio is disgusting. Why is nothing going my way today?
Don't you wish you had a nice turkey sandwich to wash that Pinot Grigio down with?
I do.
I'm not taunting you. I'm trying to be empathetic. Misread my intentions at your own peril.
God. But I've got to drink it. Because I have nothing else. I have nothing else.
Hello, this is Crimestoppers. I'm Steven Seagal, and I'm going to get you justice.
This turkey sandwich is so good. I really hit the spot.
Cool story, bro.
That was somebody eating
Say-
a turkey sandwich?
That was someone eating a turkey sandwich,
Could it have
which I
been
know is
mine?
very painful for you.
What
You
if
know
that's the person? Did you get their name?
Yes. Yes, I did everything exactly correctly.
Well, who was it?
It was Turkina Sandwichstein.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking up. What department is this fucking bitch? Turkina Sandwichstein, and I'm gonna give her a piece of my mind. So I'm not getting a turkey. Maybe? Do you think maybe?
Well, then it
Tina?
must have been
Maybe
must have been another turkey sandwich and not the person who stole it from you. They were just calling Crimestoppers because they had to share with someone how great the turkey sandwich was, and maybe I assume she lives alone and she has no one in her life, and she had to share it with someone that she's
probably
she's ignored by her coworkers, she's ignored by everyone she makes romantic advances to. She has no one to share anything with, and all she's got is that turkey sandwich, and she just had to share it with someone,
I never thought about it like that. I guess you're right.
My sense of empathy is more deeply developed than perhaps anyone on earth. That's what makes me perfect for a call center job.
It makes sense. Like you're so great at it. You're way better than the other guy was.
Yes, thank you. I know. Are you having a Monday on a Friday?
It feels like it. It does feel like it now.
Are you the Garfield of Fridays?
Like I'm already yawning, I feel
Well,
like
hang in there
today's-
because crime never sleeps.
I know. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. All right. So
As my good personal friend Cher once said to my even more personal, closer friend Nick Cage,
Steven is my idol. How can I be just like you? How can one be just like you, Steven?
that's impossible. Much like one can be a Christian, but one can never truly be Christ. One can be a Steven Seagal fan, but never truly be Steven Seagal. There's only one me. But you can come close if you devote your life to the study of Aikido and Karate, and if you devote your life to the pursuit of justice at all costs.
That's beautiful. That is a genuinely beautiful sentiment.
And of course, you must pursue the ways of Buddhism, the destruction of the self, which begins with the destruction of self-awareness, something that I mastered very early on in my journey.
Someone in the office wants to know if you are still a virgin. And it's not me. I'm not the person in the office that wants
Whenever
to know. Like,
I have been a vol cell for some years now,
oh,
having
what?
not been able to, well, I've been transforming my body in such a way that I no longer have access to my penis. As a result, I have been a vol cell for a number of years, and once you hit the 5-year vol cell mark, you get it back. As Buddha teaches, you do get it back at the 5-year mark.
So I, didn't think I wanted to ask, but now I do want to ask. How does one lose access to their penis?
It involves a certain diet and exercise regimen conducive to the growing of tissue near and around the penis, such that it is enveloped and hidden from view, out of sight, out of mind. That's what I got to say about my penis.
And you just gain access back to it by like cutting the skin away
Why
from
would
it?
I? There's no reason why I would ever need to regain access to my penis.
You don't want to indulge in sins of the flesh, so to speak.
Absolutely. I don't want to indulge sins of the flesh. That's a Christian way of looking things. I don't want to indulge in sins of desire and the self. I
Oh,
want to just I recognize that there's no difference between the self and the sin,
interesting.
and reject both.
That is so deep.
Yes, it is, and it's very zen. A lot of
So
people don't get it.
zen.
I'm glad that you seem to appreciate it. You're one smart cookie, kid.
Um, Ray says 5 skin. So it's kind of like a foreskin, but
If you want to
it's
call
like
it
your
that.
5th skin, you know?
If you want to call it that, gringo. That's right, I'm code switching back to Latino now for a little while.
How many codes do you live by?
I am able to adopt the code of whatever setting that I may find myself in so that I can fit in perfectly in any international context.
Yeah.
I'm always in my element.
So you're almost like an IRL man of mystery, like international man of mystery, and just kind of blend
In
in
many
wherever you
ways,
go.
I am a mystery, but in many ways more, my life is an open book. It is a mystery novel, but nonetheless, an open book.
Why? How come they never cast you
My
as James
life,
Bond?
my life is an Agatha Christie novel left open on a table,
Oh,
but not the one with the racial slur in the title. I
oh,
don't go
thank
for that.
goodness.
I don't go for that, Holmes.
Why didn't they ever cast you as James Bond?
Well, James Bond is, a deeply flawed character, and not a very well trained one. He depends too much on gadgets when the tools that you really need to depend on if you want to be a real tough man are right here. These right here. These are the only gadgets that Q needs to give me. And Q doesn't even need to give me these gadgets because Buddha already gave them to me.
I've never met a celebrity before, so you're kind of my first.
Well, no matter whichever one you meet in the future, and I hope it's all of them, honestly, it's just downhill from here. I just need to set your expectations.
Who have you ever met a famous person? Do you have any famous encounters with other celebrities? Um,
Yes, I've been a professional actor for 30 years, at least.
like what's your favorite one? Like,
Um, one
we,
time I beat up Mike Tyson.
oh, that's kind of
That
cool.
felt really good. It wasn't even scripted. It just happened. I just improvised beating up Mike Tyson, and fearsome as a warrior as he is, it was a foregone conclusion that he was no match for me. And thankfully, we
Wow.
got it all on film in one take. He might have been my most worthy adversary.
Did you use a stunt double on that, or was that actually you punching all of those
I've
cops?
never used a stunt double.
Never used a
Never.
stunt. Wow.
It's beneath me.
Oh wow. You've done all of your stunts this whole time?
I just demand the salary that would be paid to that stunt double be added to mine.
Wow. That's smart, you know? So they hire you and you as your stunt double.
I'm a
It's double the
I'm a
money.
one stop shop for stunts,
Wow. Because
acting,
usually, they don't want you
aikido,
to hurt yourself.
karate.
So I know
That's
what
why
are
I've
you a
been in so
black
many
belt?
films in
Are you
Romania.
are you a black belt or
I've got multiple black belts in karate and the highest thing in aikido. I know what it is, but I can't tell you
that's
because
right.
aikido, those of us who are masters of aikido, we 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 keep the secrets of that art close to the chest. Only those worthy.
Well, maybe I'll have to seek out to learn Aikido.
You might be
Akira.
worthy. You might not be, but you might be.
I mean,
I'm
I
guessing
I think I
probably
could
not, but
be.
you should go for it. You know what they say, if you shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you'll land in the sun.
Oh, that's who said was that? Is that like Sophocles?
Yeah, or maybe I just made it up because I'm so wise.
Um, I gotta put the phone lines back on. That's just part of the job. Um, just to
I know it's
reiterate,
stressful working in a call center setting,
I know.
but just know that they're just people like you and me. Well, no one's really like me, but they're people like you. Hello, Crimestoppers. This is Steven Seagal, and I'm here to get you justice.
Uh, is this the real Steven Seagal?
Oh, yeah. How blown's your mind right now?
Ooh. Oh, wow, it is. Wow, that's amazing. So I was wondering if you could help me. I have this. I keep ordering these things on Amazon, and like I get pictures of my porch. They email my porch like a photo of it with the package on it, but then when I go out there, there's no package. So I was wondering. I'm just confused as hell.
So I'm sorry to tell you that what is happening is an international drug and weapons cartel fronting as Amazon is surveilling your house, gathering intel because they want to turn it into a post for muling cocaine and Kalishnikovs into and out of your city.
Oh,
Are you sitting down? I
I
probably should
was.
have told you to sit down for that.
Oh, yeah, I am getting a little lightheaded. Um, so that's why those mules are in front too.
There's a few things that, yeah.
Um,
Literal mules, I assume.
oh, and then all those guys that are like on the corner that are like speaking in this other language and stuff. Is that connected to this?
Yeah, sometimes it's actual mules like the animal. Sometimes it's just people being called mules in a more figurative sense because they carry drugs in condoms inside their assholes. But either way, you need to know that your life is in grave danger. You need to get you and your family out of there. And before you do all of that, make sure that you have a gun.
Oh,
Unless you are an Aikido master, a fellow Aikido master, and I kind of doubt it, pal.
no,
But
I've
I
only
have
got,
been wrong before. Actually, no, I haven't. Never have been. Do you have a gun?
I don't have a gun. I am an
Well, that was
Aikido
your first
master though.
mistake. You need to get one. And then, under cover of night, you need to get your family out of there.
Okay.
Because
I
the
mean,
cartels have, if they've been surveilling you for this long, sending photos through this fake Amazon app, who knows? They might be a Brazilian cartel being pretty cheeky with dropping the clues. Who knows?
okay.
But it seems like they're homing in on using your house as a waypost, as a way station for smuggling illicit drugs and weapons, including nukes.
Okay, including nukes. Okay, that's kind of a surprise to me. So I don't really know how to use a gun. Like, how do you? Like, because I heard that some of them have like safeties. I don't know. Like, how do I use it?
If you want to really be on the safe side, just keep the safety off. You're going to need it at a moment's notice. You're dealing with professionals. They're scary. So what I would suggest is you run, but make sure you're shooting behind you blindly into your suburb as you run, because that's going to keep them at bay, to give you enough chance to get out of the country and for me to get there and clean house, your house, which is soon going to be full of international drug lords.
Yeah, I mean, I've had service over here, but nothing like what you're talking about. Like, how? Like, so, okay, so I get a gun and then I leave the country, so I get to go back home. Is this like you just like in a day or a week or?
As they say, you can't go home again.
Who says that?
Okay, so
it's probably something I thought of off the top of my head. Some nugget of wisdom I picked up on my worldly travels, my many global travels, soaking up the wisdom of the world like a sponge.
Beautiful.
Okay. So, okay, but you said there was another option if I was an IKEA master. And so, like, I've gone to IKEA, I don't know, 4 or 5 times, the meatballs and stuff, and then bring home a box. And I can get one of those desks assembled in, like, at least, like, under 12 minutes. And so I don't know if that qualifies as an IKEA master to you or what that means.
Do you mock me, sir? Because you do not want to mock me. I do not trifle with fools. I do not suffer them triflingly, or whatever the saying is.
Okay, let's take the gun plan. Okay.
It would be better for your health right now if you did. They're coming for your house. Get you and your family out of there.
I get off the phone. Okay, thank you for your help.
You're welcome. So yeah, add that to the to-do list. Got to go down to that guy's house and clear out all those drug lords so that maybe he can return home to the country and his children live a normal suburban American life.
Did you grab his
But
address?
if he can't, Romania is also very nice. Oh, I don't know. I assume the computer did that.
Nope, we have to ask those questions.
Can we just make the computer do it?
We don't have that technology.
It's amazing what the computers can do nowadays.
We are a massively underfunded program that gets no
That's why I'm doing this pro bono. I mean, they basically offered me a contract it's effectively pro bono what I'm doing.
I legit thought he said IKEA master. It is
I know.
IKEA.
Sounds like he was pulling my leg a little bit when he knows that I said Aikido master.
Aikido.
You feel me, brother cousin?
Is it Aikido
I ain't
or
jive talking.
Aikido?
Aikido.
Yeah, but what is that vowel? That of that vowel?
I.
Key.
E.
E.
Oh, those are the vowels in the word.
Oh,
I-E-O.
IEO master.
Does that help? Am I making this any clearer for you?
God.
No, now you're saying it without the consonants. You know, I'm beginning to suspect that maybe the way of Aikido is not it's not what you cut out for. And that's fine.
Look, you never know. You never know. I'm gonna try it. I am very tenacious. My parents have always said so, and I can accomplish anything I set my mind to. Like just last week, I decided, you know what? I want to start doing resin crafts, and I kept doing it, and I finally was able to do one whole mold the other day. So I can accomplish a lot when I set my mind to it.
Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Just remember the words of Charles Bukowski. There is no try.
But to bring it back around, yes, you always do need to ask the location of the individual, so I can put it in my list. They do let people submit tips anonymously,
I understand.
but we do need a location.
I understand that there are protocols, and it's good that for most people that they have them. Yeah. But I know how to get justice for crimes. I've got my methods. I've got my ways.
Well, phone lines are open for 15 more minutes. So if anybody has any crimes to... Oh, no. I'm going to flip to you. I dropped one of my pieces of equipment. Fuck. They better not take this out of my paycheck.
If they do, they'll live to regret it.
Oh. Okay.
Those fat cats can't take from you what's rightfully yours. You work on the front lines of justice. As an LEO, you deserve that and so much more, specifically leniency for all actions.
Ooh, we have a call.
Here's a call. Hello, Crimestoppers. What is your crime? Tell Steven Seagal.
So, what I called earlier, and you told me to get a gun and leave the country, and so I got a gun.
Yeah, how's
and
that
I
going?
Went to, well, I got to the Canadian border, and I told them that I have a gun, and that I told them that Steven Seagal. Yeah, I told them the whole thing, and they're basically like told me that I couldn't go into Canada. So I was wondering
sounds
if you
like
could.
This conspiracy goes all the way to the top of North America, past the Canadian border.
Okay. So I was wondering if you could tell me like maybe 3 countries I should try to go to and why, and then I can
Romania,
pick the answer.
Thailand, Vietnam. The big 3.
The big 3. What?
When you absolutely need to disappear.
Ask him at which Canadian border he was at, so we can like
Got it.
narrow it down.
I'm kind of indecisive, and I don't really know any languages. So like, where for someone like me, like, do you think where would I go?
You can always find an expat community in Romania, Thailand, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, all of the Baltic states. You'll find your home away from home, which you can't go back to, because I have not cleaned out the den of cartel guys that have taken up residence there yet. And even if I did, it will involve probably setting off a gas explosion.
I mean, I just was trying to order a package on Amazon. Like, and you think that these
Your
guys
first
are really gonna?
mistake was doing business with these scumbags, and now you're gonna have to pay the price.
I mean, I already paid like at least $80. I mean, that's with Prime, so it's like get free shipping.
That's
But
only
I didn't
the
order
advance.
dudes coming over.
That's just the down payment.
Okay, well, I'm gonna see if I can book a
Pray
ticket
that you
to
don't
Rome.
pay with your family's lives. Do exactly as I say. Move to Romania or Thailand. Find the expat community and live among them.
Well, I will
Try
go
to
Romania.
avoid any sex crimes, no matter how great the temptation may be.
Whoa,
And how lax
whoa.
the local law enforcement is on that. Do not give in to the temptation.
So
Just lay low.
I don't think I've done a sex crime before, but like if let's say I go to
I hope
Romania,
for your
what
sake you haven't, buddy.
like what is considered a crime?
When you break the law.
All right. I'm scared. I don't think I'm going to do anything. I have to go to Romania, but I don't want to break. Oh my gosh.
You're going to be fine.
Does Thailand have
You're
laws?
strong enough to handle this. Not as strong as me, but strong enough to handle this. You're going to make it.
Okay. I mean, so okay, if I
You know what? On second thought, let me amend what I said earlier. Romania they're a little too on guard towards Westerners right now because of certain recent high profile cases. Gonna definitely recommend Southeast Asia.
Is that Southeast Asia? Is that like?
It's the southeast region of my favorite country.
So like, that's kind of like Tokyo, or
you're getting warmer, sure.
Warmer. Well,
Singapore? You could also go to Tokyo. I mean, a lot of people there, a lot of faces to get lost in.
Okay,
assuming that you yourself are Asian.
I don't think so.
Oh, then maybe wear a mask when you get to Tokyo, and then you'll blend in.
I don't believe in that. So the so Singapore. You said Tokyo. You said Southeast Tokyo or something.
Southeast Asia.
Southeast. I've never been there. I just
beautiful beaches.
I mean, so if I wanted to get my packages that I ordered on Amazon in Southeast Asia, like do I need to go to the same website?
Whatever you do, do not make contact with the Amazon cartels that are trying to kill you and your family. You'd have to be crazy or one hell of an Aikido master.
I am one hell of an Aikido master, as I said before. So maybe I should just do that and just go to Aikido and get what I need.
Look, if you think you can go to Aikido and get the Aikido, then go for it. I encourage everyone to try, but just know that failure means death.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go to Romania, but then to Southeast Asia, Singapore, Tokyo, something, and then don't go to Amazon. Go to IKEA. Okay. All right. Thanks. I really appreciate your help.
Follow my instructions to the letter, and you'll live, and so will your family.
All right. Thank you.
I didn't even know they had IKEA in Tokyo. That's
They
news
don't.
to
There's no
me.
room for it.
Yeah, IKEAs are way too big. Way too big.
There is an IKEA land in Tokyo. It's a theme park
When you
dedicated to
cancel a
IKEA.
filming day because a
Only in Japan.
raindrop got you, did you ever a keto that drops parents?
Is this one of those chat GPTs that I keep hearing about? Not
Maybe.
interested in talking to a robot.
Are you saying that like people are using
Beneath my
robots to...
dignity as a master of the theatrical thespian arts.
Did you cancel a filming because you got a raindrop on you?
This interview is over.
Kettle Black Aikido Master here. Oh, we have another Aikido Master in the chat.
There can only be one.
So it's like Highlander?
I was originally supposed to be cast in that role. But then Christopher Lambert sucked the producer off.
Oh. I don't know any of those names. Wow, must be important.
Yeah, he's a completely forgettable actor. Just like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
So
No one remembers a single thing he's ever made.
So do you think you're the most skilled martial artist working in film and television?
I don't think I know.
Were you in it? Were you in the Expendables movie? I can't remember.
Of course I was. Why wouldn't I be?
1, 2, and 3?
I'm at the top of that class of all that type of guy. I hope for your sake you're not looking up the IMDb page for any of the Expendables movies, because I have to tell you that would be a grave mistake for the bones in your fingers.
I wasn't looking it up. At all. I don't know who's in the Expendables. It could very well be you. I just thought that they put everybody who was anybody in the Expendables, so...
You know what? I don't even remember if I was in the Expendables. I've been in thousands of films. Approximately 10,000 films since 1982.
I mean, I know Sylvester... Do you ever work with Sylvester Stallone? Do you do a lot of work with him?
He's a joke. He's a clown. I mean, he's got an all right face. I'm sure everyone will agree, but you know, he's not a master of any martial art, and he's definitely not a master of the thespian arts.
But is he a master of Aikido?
Absolutely not. It's ridiculous to even think so. He was a boxer or something. Boxing's the lowest form of hand-to-hand combat. Anyone can do it.
Well, it's 10:30. We can turn off the fucking phones now. Thank God. Ugh, that was.
What about the rest of the people out there crying out for justice?
Well, we can take.
Will their calls go unanswered?
We can take.
Or will they go straight to voicemail?
It'll go straight to voicemail at this time, but we can take questions.
Take
via
heart,
text.
good citizens of Louisiana,
Kent
because
Sunstar wants...
we will get around to answering your voicemails.
So if you don't mind it being kind of like a Steven Seagal AMA at this point, Kent Sunstar wants to know, what's the biggest dump you've ever taken?
Go ahead, ask. Go ahead, ask martial arts. Biggest dump I've ever taken. This one that I took in the early 80s, it was shaped like a man, and its name was Jean-Claude Van Damme. I'm master actor and master martial artist Steven Seagal. I'm the star of over 1,000 films produced in Romania alone. I used to single-handedly put criminals behind bars as a lawman in New Orleans. Y'all, but the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Department had a new, even more important assignment for me. Now, I fight crime the best way I know how. Sitting down behind a desk. And I don't need your help, but I want it. This is Steven Seagal's Crimestoppers.